This is a large tornado on the ground. Please take cover immediately.
Tornado emergency also for Huntsville, for Madison County. We're getting a report now from Madison County of people trapped. A Piggly Wiggly grocery.
This is a very, very dangerous situation.
There it is. There it is, James. Right there.
Yeah, that could be it.
All right, that could be our tornado
folks,
on the
you need
ground.
to take cover immediately in this case. This is a very, very dangerous situation. Don't go outside and try to figure out what's going on. Take cover right now.
Back up! Back up! Back the up!
Welcome to the Millersville University Weather Center. In the next couple minutes, you will be shown what it takes to be a meteorologist.
From research, forecasting, and broadcasting, the field of meteorology is so incredibly diverse and complicated. The general public's view of meteorology has been notoriously twisted, and fallacies have now become accepted as the truth.
The purpose of this video is to show you the truth behind the misconceptions and to correct the public's general opinion about meteorologists.
Here it is, a look inside the world of meteorology.
Inside the world of meteorology, several misconceptions have been developed by the public, and they've been brought to our attention much too frequently. You probably think we're all idiots, like this guy.
And here now with the weather, our very own Pete Mertz. Pete?
Thank you, Jack. Okay, so this is America. This one's not really that important. Let's go to the next one. A lot of numbers here, not really good with numbers. That's why I became a weatherman. Let's go to the last one. Okay, great, good. So this is the sun.
I know you've heard that one before. All right, well, the first misconception is one that really fires us all up. That is, meteorologists can be wrong every time and we still get paid. As Millersville University's own Campus Weather Service Director Eric Hurst explains, there's a lot more to forecasting that meets the eye.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest jokes in the books that meteorologist gets paid for being wrong, and I guess the first thing I tell my students is you need to have a thick skin in this business because you're going to hear stuff like that all the time, and it's ridiculous. The fact is, a good professional meteorologist is right probably 80 to 90% of the time, which is quite good, better than a NFL quarterback's percentage completion rate. So yeah, I don't give any attention to that, and keep my eye on the ball, making a good forecast every day.
Our second most common misconception is that meteorologists just use computers to do all of our work. Can you process millions of lines of code in your head to solve complicated dynamics equations? Didn't think so. Meteorologists don't either. We use the computer as a tool to be able to diagnose the atmospheric conditions around us. As our own Eric Hurst explains, that it takes a quality forecaster with years of experience and knowledge to be able to make a good forecast.
Computer models get a lot of talk these days because they're one of the more exciting things in our business is these computer programs that simulate the motions in the atmosphere. How cool is that? The fact is they're flawed. And even the best computer models are wrong. And usually they're wrong in the most important situations when there's big storms. So that is where really the expert forecaster has to use their intuition, their experience, to be able to interpret the model, know the bias, the model's strengths and weaknesses and biases. A meteorologist who just blindly follows the models is going to be mediocre at best. The best meteorologists learn to use the computer models as a tool, but don't rely on them, absolutely. So.
Okay. Misconception number 3. All meteorologists are storm chasers. I don't mess with tornadoes, and most of us don't. The main components of meteorology are researching, broadcasting, and forecasting. And as Millersville's very own research expert, Dr. Todd Sikora explains, research is one of the most important aspects in our field.
Yeah, the general public, what they see as a meteorologist usually is what they watch on television, whether it be on the TV evening news or now in more dramatic form on places like the Discovery Channel. They may believe that most meteorologists want to go out and chase storms, like a tornado or or be at a place where there's going to be a landfalling hurricane. Forecasting 20, 30 years ago relied on, for example, computer technology that was considered very subpar compared to what we have now. Remote sensing abilities that would be considered subpar compared to what we have now. And the advances that we benefit from came about because of research as well as development. Don't forget about the development part. If a scientist or a group of scientists spends a large period of time on some research project, eventually the fruits of their labor have to be transitioned to operations. And that transition I consider to be development. Research and development, R&D together.
And the fourth misconception, and my personal favorite, is that meteorologists aren't needed because we can just look out the window. So you're telling me that you can look out your window in Florida in the middle of summer and tell me that there's a 0% chance of thunderstorms that day? Get real.
Misconception number 5. As long as we learn those equations, they shouldn't be as hard as we make them out to be. All right, well, you're probably thinking about equations such as this one right here. Equations to us are much, much more complicated. Check it out. Meteorology is not as easy as it seems. We truly do have to earn our degree. Dr. Skora, help me out with this one.
Well, it's very, very rigorous, as you well know. Here at Millersville University and at other top-notch meteorology programs, for example, Penn State, it's not a cakewalk. You're basically earning an applied physics degree, which requires a lot of calculus as well as differential equations. And it's not just a matter of passing those mathematics as well as physics classes. It's being able to use that knowledge effectively in your upper-level meteorology courses.
In the past couple of minutes, we've shown you a little glimpse inside the world of meteorology. Along with that, 5 common misconceptions that the general public has on meteorology as well. We hope that this has changed your opinion on what it takes to create a forecast and all the work that goes into what we do.
Well, now that you've seen what goes on behind the world of meteorology, we hope that you've developed a much greater appreciation for what it is that we do every day. Because we're not all like this guy. What we do affects your life, it affects our lives, and it even affects the life of that tree right there. Well, thanks for stopping by, everyone. You stay classy, planet Earth.